Hello. Welcome to the show. I think I may have done something, and so this is not going to end up on Instagram. So I apologize if you were on Instagram and if you're hearing, I don't even know. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, we are here. It's another Monday. And so my name is Janelle Villiers. I am the host of the Other Side podcast, where we're all about the other side of mental health and mindset and things like that. Today, I have a really, really great topic. Yep, that just happened. I'm really excited to bring to you guys today's topic. We're going to be talking about perfectionism and why and how to stop it. For those of you who have been on this show before, you know that I wrote a book. It's called I Slept with a Married Man, Am I Still a Good Person? And I talk a lot about shame-based thinking. And how does that relate to perfectionism? Well, I'll tell you this quote by Brene Brown, which is, if perfectionism is in the passenger seat, shame is driving the car. And the idea behind that is that if you think to yourself, if I can do it perfectly, act perfectly, say it perfectly, then that will shield me from the criticism of others, right? But the truth of the matter is, perfection is not something that we can actually attain. It's a false reality, right? Perfectionism is, or we cannot ever reach what perfection is, whatever that is. And we all make up in our mind what perfect is, but we can never really achieve it. So what happens is we don't meet whatever that perfect standard is. And then you know who we actually get the criticism from? Ourselves, right? Our own minds. And we're like, see, can't do it. See, I'm stupid. I'm not good enough. See, I'm a jerk, or I'm a bad person, or whatever it is. I'm a failure, to prove the shame-based thinking that you already had, right? The shame, I am a bad person, I'm a failure, I'm not good enough, forces you to create this mask, right? This false persona. Oh, look at me, I can do everything. You can never see me sweat. Look at me, I'm so strong, I'm so capable, I can do all these things. But the truth of the matter is, you're really hoping that nobody gets to see the real you, because you feel like if they do get to see the real you, if they do get to know the real you, they won't want to be around you. They won't want to be with you, and they'll abandon you. And you're trying to put up this perfection shield to prevent that abandonment from happening, because you really internally believe that you're not worth it, you're not worthy, and all of those things. So that is what all of this is about. Perfectionism is just this mask that we put up to shield us from, the ridicule that we think that we're going to receive from others. But really, it's the ridicule that we believe about ourselves, right? The self-ridicule. So how can we stop it? That's the why. That's the why it's happening. That's why you're thinking all of these things. But how do you stop the perfectionism? Well, number one, it's about self-acceptance. You have to just accept that you are not perfect. Now, you can strive for excellence, but don't strive for perfection, because then you're just setting yourself up for failure, right? So we strive for excellence, not for perfection. And when we strive for excellence, it comes with the fact that we know that we are flawed, which is why I call this, our Flawesome moment, where we recognize that it's okay to be flawed. It's exactly what we are as humans. All of us are flawed. And so in being human, in being an authentic selves, we can be flawed individuals in our authenticity. And through that authenticity, we can share our flaws. People can see like, oh man, like this person is awesome anyway, even with them. And that's where you start to be vulnerable and start to gain empathy. And that's one of the biggest things that can help us with our shame-based thinking, as many of you know who have been seeing me do this show in the past. So I challenge all of us to really focus on the acceptance, the self-acceptance of who we are as people. Accept your flaws and all of them, because that's the first step to getting through being a perfectionist. Because here's the thing about perfectionism too, you also set really high standards for others. And this can cause breaches in relationships, right? Because they're not meeting whatever high standards you're setting in relationships, in your businesses, in your careers, in your family members, right? That can really break relationships down in that way. And so I want to help you to see yourself as human first, so accept yourself, because then that allows you to do the same for others. That is my time. I hope you found this helpful. Sorry, Instagram, that this didn't get there. I'll try and figure out how to get it on there later. Take care, everyone.